Now it's time to decompress. Gonna bring the hands to the ground, hands in knees position. We're gonna take one hand, turn it around, fingers pointing back towards you, palm into the ground. We're pressing the palm down, pressing your shoulder away from the floor. Keeping the spine long here. Remembering to breathe. The closer you bring your hand to your knee, the easier or less tension that's in your wrist. The further away you go, the more tension, more range of motion required of your wrist. And switch sides, other hand backwards, press the palm down, press your shoulder away from the floor actively. And release that side. Next, we're going to take the back of your hand down to the ground. The palm faces up towards the ceiling. Same thing as before. Closer to your body you go, the less tension, the easier this will be. The further away you go, the harder it's going to be. We want to make sure we have the back of the hand fully on the ground here. Then we're going to take your elbow crease, roll it all the way forward, push your back of your hand into the ground, push your shoulder away from the floor. Holding there, remember to breathe here. Really trying to turn your elbow back towards you, elbow crease facing forward. And release there, switch sides. Back of the hand to the ground, elbow crease forward, press your shoulder away. And release there. Next, we're going to take the hands up, a little wider than shoulder width apart. We're going to bring one arm between your knee, between your palm, and bring your shoulder down to your ground. It's called arm thread, and then we're gonna go into a sky reach. First, we're gonna take your arm that's on the ground here, we're gonna press back a little bit, trying to roll that top shoulder back. And as you draw your arm out from underneath, we're gonna try and keep the butt tight, locking the hips down, pressing through your down arm to pull your elbow up. Once you pulled your elbow up, then you're gonna release your hand and fingers up towards the ceiling. One breath there, then you're gonna bring the hand that just reached down to the ground, and you reach the other arm under, going to the other side. Top shoulder rolls back. Remember to breathe. Draw the elbow up. Reach towards the ceiling. Alternating sides each time. Nice and slow as you go. Really trying to get long. Pull those tissues apart. Breathing into your restriction, not trying to yank yourself past any restrictions. Asking the body for mobility. One more each side. And relax there. Next, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. We're going to be on the knees. You're going to tuck your tailbone under. We're pressing the hips all the way forward. We're going to turn your chest to one side. You're reaching your hand back towards your foot. If you can't connect with the back of your heel, just keep reaching that arm back. If you're able to put the crease of your thumb on that heel, you're going to press into your heel, and then the other arm's going to come up over the top, trying to bring your hand over towards where that heel is. As that arm comes over, you're going to press your hips forward. One breath there, back to the middle, turn to the other side, reach back, arm up and over, drive the hips forward, one breath. Going at your own pace, just nice and easy, each side, lock it in, breathe, press the hips forward as you reach over. And back to the middle, release there. Next, you're gonna be hands and knees. We're gonna go into some cat camels, nice and slow. Make sure we push the floor away with the knees and hands here. We're gonna tuck the chin towards the chest. You're gonna press your upper back up towards the ceiling, squeezing your abs, squeezing your butt to tuck yourself all the way under. From there, pressing your hips back out, pulling your chest through your hands, lifting your chin up. Little pause in each position, nice and slow as you roll back and forth, segment by segment. And relax there. Next, we're gonna have a leg forward. On the back hip, you're gonna tuck your tailbone underneath of you, squeezing your butt tight. You're gonna have the arms in front, palms up. We're gonna pull the shoulder blades back as you drive that back hip forward, exhaling through the stomach. When you go to inhale, you're gonna pull your hips back, pull your hands back. Each time you come forward, pinch those shoulder blades, squeeze your butt, exhale, and then release. And switch sides. The other leg's gonna come forward, arms forward, butt tight. Release forward, or exhale forward, release back. Stay tall through the crown of your spine. And release there. Next, you're gonna be on your forearms and knees. We're gonna take the knees out as wide as you're comfortable with, turning your feet out to the side. We want your heels in line with your knee, not tucked back behind you. So out as far as you can here, on your forearms, trying to press yourself away from the floor, stomach tight. You're gonna squeeze your butt to pull yourself back into your hips. Little pause there, and then release back forward, taking yourself off tension. Not forcing anything or anything as you rock back, only going as far back as your body allows until a little bit of tension picks up. Remember to breathe there, relax into it, and then bring yourself back out. And rock forward, slowly bring your legs out of that position. Next, we're gonna go into a dancing dog. You're gonna outstretch your arms in front of you. Make sure you roll your shoulders down away from your ears. You're gonna press your hips back. The knees can be unlocked here as you go back. You don't wanna have your weight pushing into your arms. We're trying to get the weight back into your legs, trying to turn your tail up towards the ceiling. From here, we're gonna press one heel down far as you can while lifting the other heel up. So it's gonna put one side of your leg on stretch through the backside, through the hamstring, through the calf, and you're gonna take one breath there. After that, you're gonna switch legs. The other leg presses down, the other heel lifts up. Keeping those shoulders away from your ears, nice and slow as you go back and forth here. And bend your knees, relax back down to the ground. One last one left. You're gonna go into the Shin Box position. One leg in front, one leg behind. From there, you're gonna kick that back leg all the way back. And we're gonna try and turn those hips over, having that shin as close to parallel as we can or as your knee will allow. Make sure we keep the chest tall, proud, abs tight, nice neutral spine. Trying to pull your butt down towards the ground on that bent hip, trying to keep that back hip pulling forward. Breathe into the stomach here as you hold. And release there. You can just switch your shin box over to the other side. So you can get a look at my spine. I'll do this one from the other side. From side view, kicking your back leg back behind you, turning over top. Abs tight, actually trying to pull your tail towards the ground, rotating that back hip forward, staying tall through your spine. And release there. You guys are finished.